You are welcome, Andrew. Yes, as promised, it was the sort of weather that could have been better, could have been worse, but over the next few days, it's certainly going to get better. And that is very good news for us, but not just us, for our feathered friends too. Now, specifically, a pair of ospreys who have just set up home in the Usk Valley. The species returning is welcome news because they've been in bad decline over recent years. Here's Hannah Thomas. Oh, fair play. It's so lovely to see them back. And I'm told that the ospreys like the local amenities, the pubs and shops too. And let's face it, who wouldn't? Now then, about the weather. We had bank holiday, of course, and we got away with it, didn't we? For much of Wales, it was dry. But the problem is, as far as I'm concerned at least, it's not quite warm enough. We'd like it a little bit warmer. And I know I've mentioned this before, but at this time of the year, we have what we call a wide diurnal range. Now, this is the science bit. It's because things are starting to warm up. The sunshine is taking a while to build strength. And that means that even though by day the temperatures are starting to rise, by night, those temperatures under clear skies drop like a stone. It is perfectly normal at this time of the year. And for those of you who've been out and about in the garden, watch your tender plants because there is a possibility over the next few days that we could see a little bit of frost. No rain in the forecast, which is not the best of news for gardeners and farmers, not what we call useful rain, but we could see a few spots of drizzle. So let's take a look at the next few days in a little more detail. A few brave souls out here in Cardiff Bay this evening, Andrew, with shorts and t-shirts. Not many, a bit choppy out there as well. But as I mentioned, over the next few days, something perhaps a little bit more summery feeling. Well, I'm fighting a losing battle with the hair. I give up. There's no hairspray strong enough for this, I can tell you. But it just shows how windy it is out here. And over the next few days, it will remain breezy. We've got a northerly airflow, making it feel just that little bit cooler. But fingers crossed, we should see something slightly more settled, largely dry, and a little bit warmer by the time we get to the end of the week. But as I mentioned, gardeners, don't get caught out. Watch your plants because the possibility that we could well see some frosty conditions. Not much, but enough to put a bit of a chill on things. And if we look at the bigger picture, high pressure firmly dominates the weather story. You can see it effectively blocking anything that's heading in our direction, sending it back out into the Atlantic, and that does mean settled conditions for the end of the week and actually into the coming weekend. However, it doesn't necessarily mean wall-to-wall blue sky and sunshine, but there will certainly be some decent spells of sunshine, so not bad at all. In the meantime then, let's come back to the picture out here at the moment. Still breezy, as you can probably tell, and that breeze will continue overnight tonight. Largely clear skies across Wales, maybe just a few bits and pieces of high level cloud for some. Temperatures in more sheltered rural spots in particular will drop 2s and 3s, so as I said, some frost possible. Towns and cities, coastal areas, 8s and 9s, but we're certainly going to feel the chill as we wake to tomorrow morning. Not a bad start to the day, blue sky and sunshine, but quite quickly the cloud will start to filter in. And I think over the hills and mountains in northern areas in particular, it could bring a few spots of patchy rain and drizzle. As I said, to farmers and gardeners, not useful rain, nothing that you're really going to notice. In fact, just a few spots here and there. Drier and brighter the further south and east you go, and it's here you'll see the temperatures starting to creep up. Highs tomorrow of 18 in Celsius, and that marks that rising trend over the next few days. Thursday we could hit 18 and 19. By the end of the week, the possibility of around 20 or 21 degrees. Not bad, really.